Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a general love reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit what is next in love for you, what's going on in any connections that you're in, any guidance that Spirit has for you. Keep in mind, this is a general love reading for all my Geminis and any cross watchers. So take with you what connects, leave the rest for everyone else. Welcome back to all my Geminis. Welcome to anybody that's new. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit, if you could please share with me any messages of love for anyone who has found this message today. I am listening for you now. Boundaries, blocking someone, holding your space, cutting off contact with somebody, setting your boundaries, knowing what you are willing to accept into your energy and what you're not. That is so important. Sometimes we have to be very protective of ourselves. You know, people, you'd like to think everybody has good intentions, but not everybody does. So set your boundaries high. That's important. Make some healthy choices, acting clean, cleaning up your act, acting clean, taking care of yourself, choosing better partners, healthy choices. Cold shoulder, feeling ignored or rejected, being suddenly alone and feeling aloof. Somebody's giving you the cold shoulders. Set those boundaries, you know, make a choice. You want to be treated like you are the only person that matters because you deserve it, Gemini. Let's get one more of these. Somebody's watching you. Somebody can't let you go, all right? So somebody is watching you from afar. Maybe you have pushed this person away. Maybe they're trying to come back into your energy. Maybe they've got to make some changes before they come back. So let's see what the cards are saying today, because I'm kind of curious as to, you know, who this person who's got an eye on you and what is that? Almost a feeling of they won't let you go. You know, and you're saying, let's see what the cards say. I feel like they won't let you go. 9 of Cups, 4 Cups, King of Pentacles, and I have a Death card. So I have a big change. Somebody who is, I'm saying, fearing rejection. Fearing they're losing you. I'm going to say that. Maybe you've set some parameters around this connection that, you know what, when we're good, we're really good. When we are together, when we are talking, when we're communicating, when we are respecting each other, we're really good. We're really happy together. But there's a part of us that says, you know, I don't want to be pushed away. I want to know what you're doing. Maybe they're crossing the line into what they're entitled to know about you or not know about you. You know, something along those lines. I do have a very strong personality coming in, somebody who maybe is able to get their way in other areas of their life, and they don't want to lose you. Like, this is not an option to them, that you are pushing them away. You're an empress to them. They really are in love with you. This is a turning point in this relationship. That's interesting. And I have a world. So this is a new cycle. Something has to change. There's a big change coming. Either you've asked them to make some changes, you know, along those lines, but the two of you are definitely going through some kind of transition. Now, I do have Temperance at the bottom of my deck, so that tells me that things are going to be happy. We're going to calm down, that either we're going to keep working on this and things are going to get better, but we're going to kind of figure this out. We're going to have more balance. We'll have a happier home, happier relationship, something along those lines. But it is a turning point. It is a make it or break it moment, is how I feel. So this person's got to step to the plate and kind of own up to, they're either all in or they're not. And let's see what their feelings are. We've known each other before. Must this a past life feeling, right? I want to make love to you. So I feel very attracted to you. I want to reconnect to you. Maybe we haven't been intimate lately because we've been upset about something. I often wonder to myself if it's too late. Can I win you back? Can we get back what we had? Can we repair the damage, so to speak? I feel like there's been some difficulties on this path recently, and can we get it back? I have learned from my mistakes. So we've almost an apology, almost a I'm learning. Even though that we are apart, our souls are united. So this is a temporary separation. I'm going to put it as a no contact for now. Could be just low contact, no contact. But they are learning from their mistakes. They are learning, they're accepting. And it's all because of fear of losing you. They're really afraid that this time they've either crossed the line, they've pushed you too far, they've crossed that boundary, they have invaded your space somehow, or something that has been unacceptable. It's not all about them, Spirit just said. I don't mind trying harder to win you over. So look at this kind of poise, like you better say the right words or you're not coming back energy. So, but I do feel like this person's going to try to win you back, try to get you back. I hope you have been receiving the messages I've been sending. So either they're sending you text messages, they're trying to reach out, they could be just psychically praying for you or asking you to call or contact them, or that they want to talk. So there could be this feeling of, are you receiving the signs that I'm sending? I'm still stuck and haunted on the fantasy of you and me. This person is not moving on. You may have said to them, I need a break. I don't want to do this right now. Until you make some changes, I can't do this anymore. And they are not moving on. They're just trying to figure out how to get you back. I have been following the signs to come towards you. So they are waiting for your calls. They're waiting for you to reach out. They're waiting for any kind of little clue that says, I want to come back with you. And Spirit's saying, I am ready to spend more time with you. So if they weren't giving you the attention, if they weren't available, if they were putting themselves first and you didn't feel like you were first, maybe they've had a chance to take a step back and realize that I've got to put more effort into this connection or I am going to lose you. So I'm going to say big changes are coming. I like that. I'm feeling hopeful because I feel like this person really does love you and is not ready for this to be over. And I think that whatever's happened recently is repairable. And it's just a matter of time that you guys are going to reconnect. So we're just going to put it into that category. Spirit, what do you want this connection? What do you want with this connection? I have a 5 of Swords. There's some fighting, some arguments. Maybe we had to walk away from that. I have a Ace of Wands. So I have a movement of Wands. It's interesting. Okay. And I have a 6 of Pentacles, more give and take, more give and take. And a 5 of Wands. So you can see the turmoil. You can see that we obviously had some kind of episode. We had something that has happened in this connection that was unhealthy, Spirit just said. Something that was upsetting, unhealthy, wasn't good for us. These are a lot of mixed feelings. These are a lot of around and around we go. And I feel like if both of you can stop long enough and put the hurt in its place where it belongs, then I do feel like we can start to repair and build. I have an 8 of Pentacles. We can work on this. We can work on this together. Okay. I don't feel like this person's given up on this connection. I feel like this is a connection that has, I feel like we've done this before, to be honest with you. Part of me feels like this is a twin flame connection that we go in circles with. So I'm just going to pull a couple of twin flame cards just for see what these messages are telling me. I feel abandoned. I often feel like others let me down. If this person wasn't giving you the time, they weren't there for you, they weren't investing in you, that is a good enough reason to push them away. If they're turning around saying, I realize that now, and I realize that you need to come first, and they're making that change, then that's what has to happen. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. You know, that your anger is kind of sparking my anger, or your non-communication is making me not communicate back. So we've got all these mixed feelings, and at the end of the day, we still want to be together. So how do we overcome that, Spirit? I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. So we've got to get the strength to be able to communicate. And then I never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. You know, sometimes the person that we love the most, we can be the most upset with, or the person that we have the deepest feelings for is the only one that can upset us the most, right? And that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel like this situation is. I feel like this situation is it just escalated very quickly, or our emotions got involved. Our both of us might have a little bit of a sense of rage or anger, something like that. And I feel like it just ran away from us to the point where all of a sudden now we're not talking, you know, whether it's one day or it's just been a couple of days or it's been a week or whatever. But the feelings haven't gone away. I'll tell you that. I have a Knight of Pentacles. So that came into me as repair and rebuild. It really did. I have a High Priestess, trusting your intuition. Six of Swords. Again, this fear that you're moving on, and a Moon. There's this fear that you're going to move on, that you are so tired of, you know, either what has been going on in this connection, or they keep saying the same things, but nothing changes. And you just can't understand what would be different. Spirit, what are their true feelings? What are the feelings in this connection? The number one thing going on is the fear of losing you. They don't want to lose you right now. I reread our messages all the time. All right. So there's that sense of I'm constantly thinking about you. I'm looking for any clues as to if you want to come back. I want to have a child. I want to have a family. Some of you may have talked about that with this person. I feel butterflies when I see you. I'm still in love with you. My mind is telling me no, and my heart is telling me yes. I feel like you know in your heart that this is going to be okay, that we're going to work this out, right? That you just believe that you're meant to be together, or I'm just going to say stuff happens in long-term relationships. Stuff happens in relationships that have high intensity. And I feel like this is going to pass. All right. So whatever you guys are going through, I do feel a kiss and make up feeling. I do feel I'm going to try harder. It could be an apology. It could be, I don't want to lose you. You intimidate me. I don't know about that, but I need you to heal me. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And when I'm not with you, they probably are not doing very well without you. You've changed me forever. You are tattooed on my heart. And marry me. You know, maybe that was what has been upsetting both of you. We haven't been talking about a commitment. What's going to change? You know, if I don't want to stay the way we are. So for those of you that want a commitment, Maybe this person's making a big change, and if they come back, they're ready to commit. I'm not used to this type of love. And one more, please. Stay forever. Your person's very afraid they're going to lose you, but I do feel like they're coming back. I do feel like you guys are going to work it out. And I do feel like if they come back, it's going to turn into an even deeper level commitment, because this separation has taught you one thing, that you don't want to be without each other. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you. Please consider hitting that like button and that subscribe button. If anyone's interested in booking a private reading with me, I'll put my website link below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.